What up, family? I had a little time on my hands today. I'm off today, resting, and so nice to have a good support system and black men who love me. This one is When Common Sense, coming back to you from Chi-Town to the Sticks remix. Don't you hate when petty post number 6, pause, damn it. Petty post number 6, god damn it. Don't you hate a toothless and brainless dumb bitch? Don't you hate that shit? Don't you hate when people try to Trojan horse you? You know, they come wrapped all up in a pretty package of friendship or friendliness or helpfulness, but up underneath that thin layer of scotch tape and colored paper is a black soul, is void. There ain't shit in there. A selfish, fork-tongued, toothless, brainless, dense, daft, obtuse fool. Don't you hate that shit? We moving on down the shit list, y'all. Bobby K. Green or Bobby Carter or Bobby Green, whichever one you go by, because nobody really knows exactly who you are. And what's even more interesting is a lot of people around you really don't trust you. They don't. And from what I have learned, you really are an agent, a spy, a snitch. Not just because you're a fucking lonesome, homely, toothless, slow bitch, but because in your recent past as well as distant past, you have a reputation for running your fucking mouth too much. And I can understand why now. Because when I bumped into you via Uber, because I needed a driver to drive me around that hick-ass town, it was starting to get cold. So instead of hoofing it and taking Belle with me, which made it harder to carry our supplies back to the trailer we were leasing, I was looking for a local driver, somebody I could rely on for general errands, general household errands. And as I said many times, we were rebuilding our lives again from Matthew, where we had a devastating loss of our place, and we were basically living out of storage shed and hotel rooms, Of course, until we got to Jacksonville, left Grover and came to Jacksonville. But anyway, bouncing around like gypsies and shit, holding it down, me and the boys and Belle. Wound up in Grover, rented a 2-bedroom trailer, and started to put our lives back together. Okay? Bumped into Bobby K. Carter Green, whoever the fuck this bitch is. Overly friendly, love bombing type shit, Just so happy that somebody new was in the Cleveland County area with some sense and, blah, blah, blah. We're such a great family, such beautiful kids, the whole nine that I always hear from a covert racist bitch like her. They gush all over you, black woman. Deep down inside, they really hate and are jealous and very threatened by you, especially if you got some street sense about you. And coming way from Chicago, you know, all the stereotypes popped up in her head. She just wasn't brave enough to say it because she wanted to see how much she could get out of me before she discarded me. That's what narcissists do. They glean for attention. When they get it, they get their narcissistic supply. And as soon as you buck their agenda or their vision of who they want you to be to them, for their convenience, for their entertainment, whatever, then they discard you and they make it seem like you are their biggest irritant. So, after getting here to Jacksonville, I posted something on my Facebook. Bobby read it, and her little feelings, you know, got caught up in her panties. And like most of these pushy ass white bitches do, who are very, very racist, they think they can tell you what to think, how to feel, how to take care of yourself, your family, how to run your show. Very controlling, have control issues. That's Bobby K. Green, as well as Nancy cottage cheese ass Pendergrass. So we fell out over this post on my Facebook feed that I wrote. And she still had some belongings. My son's vital records, who is autistic. Upon the rush to leave Grover, Bobby offered, you know, to take us to Jacksonville because of what social services had been doing. They said, we got to get y'all out of here. I'll take you. So I hurried up and got some cash, packed up what we could carry, left a lot of shit behind, bounced. Bobby drove us all the way 5 hours to Jacksonville. Paid her gas, lodging, food, and some extras. We get to Jacksonville, unload, we get out the car. After riding 5 hours, she's trying to tell me how to hold my dog's leash. The whole ride down, she was trying to tell me what to do and how to feed my kids, how much money to spend on them, what to do, how to do it. And I said, you know what? This ain't my first rodeo. I've been taking care of my family for 29 years. I don't need you to tell me how to do that. I had to push her ass back in her lane several times. So after the post, it was just, you know, backstory to show you the pattern of how these narcissistic, mentally deranged, delusional, racist bitches are down here. They really feel entitled to be overbearing, you know, and violate boundaries. So anyway, the post pissed her off. She had a problem with it. She decided she didn't want to be friends anymore. I've only known her since February of 2017. This happened December 2018. No, 2018 December. No, I'm sorry. I met her February 2016. We fell out December 2017. That's what happened. Over a post, she refused to give my son's vital documents. His birth and his social were in his wallet, and I accidentally left it on the counter, packing up to rushing, and forgot. She grabbed it. She said she'd hang on to it for me, and I'd send her postage, and she'd send it to me. Which, over that several months period, I had sent Bobby money for several different things. And as we know, flat rate postage all over the United States is $7. So I have sent her in excess of $300 from the time I got to Jacksonville to the time she and I fell out over this stupid ass post on my Facebook page. So she could have sent that to me. I even had the envelope bubble thing, wrap thing sent to her house so she wouldn't have to leave the house to get an envelope and do all that extra shit. All she had to do was take that to the post office, pay the $7 motherfucking. She put the damn shit on there and get the fuck on. And take a picture of the damn receipt and send it to me. That's the fuck all she had to do. She had time to go out and get cigarettes. She had time to go to the damn pharmacy to get her prescription. All them damn times she went out, she didn't have time or think to take that wallet with her and my storage key, stick it in the bubble envelope, and drop it off at the post office. Tell me you want flat rate shipping to my house. Could go get liquor, party favors and shit for her son that I paid for. She could pay her fucking water bill that she neglected to pay because she wanted to smoke weed every other weekend instead of taking her psychotropic medications that she's on to keep her ass in check. She found time to do all kind of shit for herself. Selfish bitch. Outside of that party for her son. Me and my autistic son's documents and our well-being and all that was secondary. Yet, all she wanted to do was do everything she could to get us out of the reach of social services, right? Conflicted. So, she refused to return them. Had to have James's lawyer call her, my lawyer call her, the sheriff go to her house several times to get our shit back, our property. Do you see the entitlement of these motherfuckers here? They're so insecure and inept and obtuse. They really literally feel entitled to allow their emotions to drive their behavior. Well, since you said something I didn't like, Social Services of Cleveland County, I'm going to show you better than I can tell you that you don't talk, you nigger, you stay in your place and you watch your fucking mouth. In other words, since you want to be such a mouthy bitch, and these are Bobby Green's exact words, I'm reading it from her emails that we sent back and forth together. Since you want to be such a mouthy bitch, figure your own shit out. I threw it in the trash, talking about my son, James, birth certificate and social security card. This is what she said to me about my property that she did not send because she's a lazy motherfucker. 2, she's a broke bitch. 3, I sent plenty of money to her and she couldn't figure out how to spare $7 to flat rate ship one fucking envelope. And these are the type of bitches that always call somebody stupid, always talking down on somebody when they say something they don't like, when they tell them the truth about how they really are, daft and incomplete. I can't make this shit up, okay? Petty post, pause for the petty post. Number 6, y'all. I'm out. Showing receipts on that later.